Hey Jeff. Okay, I thought I'd do a quick video here to show you what I've been doing with the shopping cart and how it's working. Um, so the way that I've set this up is that I've created a folder under members called Buck Store. And I've set it up in a way that only members can access the store. So you have to be a member to access the store. And as a member, you can only get there by going to a specific page that I have set up that does single sign-on. Okay, so what it does is I create a token through that page, and then I do a single sign-on, so that they don't have to enter in a username and password. So using that token, the store actually logs them in. But I want to start off by showing you. So here's the URL for the store. If I go to this store directly, it will redirect me back to the members area because you cannot go there directly, okay, unless you're already logged in. So if I click on here, it'll try to get there and then it'll come back to the members area. So they can't get to there directly. It means somebody outside of the system can't get there either. It's only available to members, okay, and only available through a special link that I've set up called Store. And in Member Store, what it does is it actually creates a token. It also checks, first of all, before we go to the store, to see if this particular member has been to the store before, and it actually, if they haven't, it creates their store account, and then we store their customer ID from the store within the members table so that we have it for reference purposes in the future. And then what we do is I also look at their balance of or 1OB bucks in their wallet, and I transfer that over and I use that in the reward system, which I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to use the reward system, as I mentioned before, the reward system to be our 1OB bucks manager. It manages the bucks, and I'll show you that in a second. So essentially, all we need is a link that says members/store, and then when I press enter, you'll see it's checking behind the scenes, and then it's redirecting. So it just logged me in as the dev account. So if I actually look at edit account, you'll see that I'm logged in as the dev account. And I've set it a custom field so that I have the member ID so we can use it as a reference. Okay. Now if we look at in here, they can look at their password, or actually I'm going to take this out because they cannot change their password. So there's a couple things I need to clean up here, but they can look at their order history. Whenever they purchase something, it'll appear in their downloads, and so they'll be able to download it from the download section, which they have here or over here. And some of this other stuff I'm going to take it out. Payment profile I'll take out, and the affiliate system I'll take that out, so I'll clean that up as well. So I want to just show you the rewards points, and I'm going to change the wording of this. I'm going to call it 1OB bucks. And if you click on here, you'll see that when I first created this account, I took their balance that was in. So this particular account had a balance from our launch of $140. So what's beautiful about this is that what I'm going to be doing is whenever somebody purchases a phase pack in the wallet functionality, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of storing it in the wallet, I am going to create a transaction within this system, so they'll have a history of 1OB bucks that they've earned. So if they have a phase pack, it'll say phase pack prosperity phase pack 1 bonus, and it will show 25 bucks. And if they do a phase 2, it'll show 50 bucks. So they'll get a complete history of all of the points that they've received to accumulate this. And so it allows us to keep a history, transaction history, of all of the reward bonuses they've earned. And then it will also show when they've used up those bonuses. So somewhat like our wallet process, but this has already been built, so we don't need to reinvent the wheel. So so from there I can see all. So in this case, I have $140 worth of points that I can spend. Or again, I'll change all this so that it references 1OB bucks, but we're using their logic instead of having to reinvent the wheel. Make sense? So what I'm going to do is I can just click continue here. What I'm going to do is I added in a test product under health and wellness. So if I go in here, I can go to add this. So I got this test ebook. So I click on this test ebook. I just put a little description in here. I want to buy one of them. People can do reviews if they want to. They can like and tweet and share. Again, I can take that out if you want to. So in this case, I'm just going to add, so price and reward points, or 1OB bucks, will be $27, or 27 1OB bucks, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add to cart. And now what I can do is I can click on the cart, and I can view my cart. And then, so what it does here is it says, now I have to look at what this is why. It says use reward points. And I have to see why this is not working, but I'll fix that. But you'll see I have 140 reward points, or 1OB bucks, available to use. So what I do is I just click on, and again, I can pre-populate this. I put 27 bucks. I apply the 1OB bucks to the total. My total is now 0. I can now go to checkout. And again, I'm going to be removing this billing information. And payment method, there is none, so we get free checkout, right? They click on terms and conditions, which we can change up. I can continue. And so this is what I'm buying. I'm buying the ebook. Total is 0 because I used 27 reward points. And then I can confirm order. Now what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to add in, so that if they don't have enough reward points, and again, this won't be ready at the beginning, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to our cart within the 1OB system so that they can actually purchase the product here and go through the process of buying enough points in order to be able to complete the process. So instead of using a PayPal or Stripe, I'm going to set up 1OB merchant or something along that line, where if they don't have enough points, they can buy that amount from 1OB following the PayPal logic or the cart logic over there, in order to be able to buy enough to complete the process of purchasing this product. So if they have, say, 10 points on here and they need $17 worth of points, that means they have to buy $17 worth of bucks. And so we want to make sure that that's commissionable and that they're able to purchase that. And then once we receive the funds, I'll send the request back to here, kind of like an IPN, that will complete the transaction. So this would go into pending status. Again, that's the strategy moving forward, but not right now. This is just for points. So, and again, we still need to have a way to manually purchase points, which we can discuss the process there, and still just create a product on the 1OB side where they just purchase a number of points, or 1OB bucks, and then it gets populated into here so they can come and buy products. So again, once I continue this, I can then confirm my order, and boom. And so from that, I can now go to my downloads page, and I should have my download here. And so if I continue, so I need to figure out what this final process here, but this is how it's set up to work. And that's how we're going to, so if I go to my rewards, it should have reduced it. I haven't tested this yet. So I'm going to look at my rewards points. So it's still showing me as 140 rewards, probably because the transaction, for some reason, hasn't completed. So I need to just check into that. But I just kind of wanted to show you how this works and how it's set up. Now, finally, whenever somebody wants to go back to 1OB dashboard, they can click here to get there. Again, I've taken out all of the process, so there's no login button, there's no log out button. The actual log out button is back to 1OB dashboard, so I do the log out logic so that if they do try to come back, they can only get to it through the members area. Okay, so this is actually performing the log out functionality, but there's no login. I took out the registration, and again, only people that are a member can get to here. So if I click on back to 1OB dashboard, it takes me back to the members area, and voila, I'm all done. And so if I want to go back there, I just have to click on the store button. It will go through the same process. It'll log me back in from behind the scenes, and then I will be able to purchase other products, get my downloads, all that kind of stuff. So that's the process. Hopefully that makes sense. And I'd be interested to hear your feedback. Again, I still got some cleaning up to do, but for the most part, it's working. And what I want to do is I want to run a conversion so that I actually have a job that will take all of the current clients or current members and actually create the store records and put in the, and so once I've done that, then I can implement the logic within the Prosperity Phase Pack purchases so that whenever they purchase, I can credit them with some 1OB bucks. So anyway, that's that. I hope it makes sense. Let me know your thoughts, and looking forward to your feedback.